This book, originally titled The Third Industrial Revolution, started as a blueprint for alleviating global job loss. It is the culmination of my 40 years of pondering whether I'm going to forever remain someone who makes less than $40,000 a year or less and then experiencing cycles of unemployment for a while before heading back to another under $40,000 a year job that does not give me meaning in my life. As a practical person, I started to seek a practical answer. I found that there are two kinds of poverty: the age old kind, scarcity, and a new kind driven by automation and software that, as Mark Lowell Anderson said, is eating the world. Digital technologies are replacing human workers on a mass scale, threatening millions with a loss of income. People who lose their livelihoods become poor not only in a financial sense but also in purpose. The poverty extends far beyond their bank account into every aspect of their lives. A systemic solution to poverty has to solve both kinds of poverty. Once the core cause of poverty is understood, a lack of secure paid work for all, I realized that the real issue is creating jobs for everyone who wanted paid work on a global scale. This was the solution not just for global poverty, not just for me, but for automation's accelerating replacement of human labor. In figuring out why the only possible output of the current system is poverty of inequality, I came to understanding a few other things that will help us design a new system that outputs opportunity for all. Our arrangement is more than an economic or financial system. It organizes our relationships to nature and other people and does so without our really being aware of it. In other words, a financial system is also a social political resource management system by its very nature. The design of the financial money economic system sets the course of everything else. The key to any financial economic system is value creation. If a small group of people control the creation of value, the only possible output of the system is a poverty of opportunity and rising inequality, precisely what the current system yields. By definition, money has value. Those who control the creation and distribution of value, that is money, control everything else downstream. If you don't change the way money is created and distributed, you haven't really changed anything. You're just eating a different flavor of donut. This is a simplification, of course, but you get the point. Those who control the creation of value control everything else. If we don't change the way money is created and distributed, nothing changes. We're just changing the flavor of the donut and wondering why our health has not improved. Opportunity boils down to opportunity to create value. If value creation is controlled by the few at the top of the heap, the many will lack opportunity. There is no other possible output of such a system. We're all for freedom, of course. Only despots and dictators are against freedom, but freedom without opportunity to create value is illusory. What precisely does freedom mean in a system where value creation and opportunity are limited to the few at the expense of the many? Chairman Mao famously claimed that political power grows out of the barrel of a gun. He was referring to the power of coercion and brute force, as that is the only power that grows out of the barrel of a gun. But that's not the same thing as political power or the power to get things done. It turns out Chairman Mao was wrong. That's right. Cooperation is the basis of power. The fellow in the jaunty Mao cap we just saw with the gun can only hold whatever power grows out of the gun barrel, as long as he is pointing the gun at those with no guns, and as long as he does not run out of ammo. Coercion and brute force is a very limited form of power. Coercion, brute force, and violence do not create value. Cooperation creates value. That's right. We can eat different flavored donuts and hope the system will magically save itself, or we can grasp the nettle and design a new system from the ground up that yields opportunity for all. Going forward, let's focus on this truth: a system that works for everyone